Right? No, so look like my skin made of wax.
Yeah.
I'll put the light on you, babe. That look like a better.
Alright, so
Welcome to SouFLoTV and Brains of the Beat. Come to face with Kylie. The big old bright light. Let me see if we can cut off the one, yeah. Look a better. Wagwan, people, wagwan. Alright, so today we're tuning in, right? Live and direct. Because we have two topics to talk about this evening. We're going to talk about St. Lucia, the brother from St. Lucia, not St. Lucia. We're going to talk about the brother from St. Lucia, Bottom Jean or Jean, as they call it, which is Jean, that got shot down in Texas in his own room, his own apartment by this little white girl, aka police officer,
aka Becky with the good hair.
aka Becky with the good. All right. And we're also going to talk about the Tifa drama. Now, here's the thing. Baby, I have to talk to the people, let me know. Brock Artie is saying, hey, beautiful brain.
Everybody.
Brock, I heal you up. All right. Big up, Brock. Look, the other thing we're going to talk about is the Tifa drama. Tifa. Dancehall entertainer, Tifa drama. We're going to talk about. So, Rum Sundays, big up on yourself. Watch me. We're going to start off by talking about the Tifa drama because baby girl here has more on it than I do. And in case my son wakes up, she can finish for our part, our run go tend to him. And God almighty, look, people, the calls are coming in. I mean, know exactly who this is to, and she got a lot to say. Check it out. Let's take a call right now. Wagwan family.
Good night again.
Good night and big up yourself. You know you're live, right?
Hi, love. What's going on?
I am blessed, my dear, and I just want to tell your husband that I don't know what kind of work you get to do, but you get a special job to do. And no matter the little flaws and the little thread may come your way, brush them off and keep on doing what you know what to do and you know how to deal with it the correct way. You know, if you cuss out nobody and behave a certain type of way for put your message across, and that is one of the things that I do respect you for. I have great respect for you for, because you just not behave some other kind of way. You just know how to deal with your thing and deal with it on a professional level. And I just need to tell you that. I had it inside of me to tell you, and I had to get it out. All right. That's one of the first topic. I could talk about the guy from St. Lucia now where them kill. So for instance, you in your house and you smoke marijuana, as them say them going to go see marijuana and them see whatever. Who give you the right to come in my house, come kill me? Because me I smoke marijuana.
Talk about it.
Who give you the right to come in my house, come shoot me because me I smoke marijuana? If that be the case, that give the right to kill me because me I smoke like a marijuana, if that be the case. So let me ask you a question. You have a red mat at your doorway. It mark your apartment, right? Another guy did she the police officer did because you are enough that you can see a red mat and she said they are the doorway.
Thank you. And it's not your door that.
So.
Wait now, you're a police officer, right? You're somebody who
trained to pay attention to details.
Yeah, you're whatever open to your surrounding more than anybody else. But I remember these people train them to detect things from early and stuff like that. So that means that so you go and kill people and pitney. I wanna plan now, say. Right, him did have marijuana in house, just like that. Me just lose my pickle like that. Excuse me, SouFLo.
Yes.
Sorry, me not know if me call it the right way.
Right, you call it the right way, family.
Me never take it, so you know. I couldn't deal with that, man. You don't shoot him just like that. Him not agitate you, and I like saying agitate you. How you get in an apartment if the door closed? Because the people them say once you go through the door, it automatically closed because it is a what you call the door?
Electronic door.
Something another like right.
Yeah.
You understand where me I come from? So when me I try to show you. If you never want to kill him, why you aim for him head? Or why you aim for him stomach? Why you couldn't aim even for him foot then? Say for alright, for instance, me in fear of my life, my brother. Why are this me have to aim for? And you don't know if him a come to attack you. Let me tell you something. A police officer is here to serve and to protect. Unless you as an officer, I don't care what nobody wants to. Make sure I get myself educated. Because I want something to run around both guns. I don't know about that right now. If you are not, if your life is not in threat, you're not supposed to pull your firearm, you know. Unless you see me with something for arm, you know. I'm wrong, I'm right.
You're right, but we're going to talk about that when you're done. That's why you say your piece. Because we're going to talk about that when you're done.
Yeah, me understand what you say. You can't do that, and then you come now frame about wanna find marijuana, and then wanna find this, wanna find that after wanna kill the lady child, then wanna go talk about further charges, and then you get to walk up and down after you kill the woman pitney. Remember me tell you, as I sit down before God and mighty, me never did I go take this on. Me don't know when me not go do SouFLo, but me never did I go take this on. Next thing again. The laba situation when they talk about and you are the blogger and you this and you that. Tell them say here what? Tell them to ease off of your shoulder. And go get them information right. Because if people don't tell you things, you cannot speak on what you don't know. Because you're hardly in Jamaica. That means you have a source giving you information. And it doesn't mean that if because you get the information, you're going to speak it out the wrong way. There's something much wrong. So if you don't get something, you can't put it out there. So tell them, say, here, you have people out there who love you and we are decent. We love you very much. Them to just ease off. And know what them deal with because them in a them thing and them a try to dry you in a something when you're not in a. You tell them you're not in a. Tell them you're not walk the avenue there, please.
Same way.
Yeah. Tell them say you know what the avenue there. That street there, you leave it and you leave it with a push broom. So whatever them a push, use the broom and continue push. Cause you know no push broom. Yeah.
Well, the address this.
People and that me just want to say. Another thing again, me don't know if you go touch upon that, but me go touch upon it. Me hang up after me said it. You see when you're icon, you behave like an icon. You icon. You're an icon because you're not trace like woman. You're an icon. Have a blessed night.
Bless up.
Big up.
And then she touched upon the man. Yo, she touched upon every topic, you know. Hear me, I said. Watch me. Yo, she said everything. She said everything. You see the youth now. That youth that got shot, right?
Yeah.
SouFLo, good man, a dancer, king of. Good. Heal. Okay. Calling that channel. May I tell you? And the thing about her is she always call in.
Yeah.
Because she pretty thing them. Now, listen. This whole thing about keeping contract with people may just drink one whole bottle of wine by myself. I never front. I never lie to people. So I don't want to come out here and act like I'm Mr. High and Tighty and Mighty. No. We just drink a whole bottle of wine, but the Tifa thing is what we're going to stick to first. And then we're going to deal with the whole St. Lucia Bredda in Texas thing. Babe, lead the way first.
So, Tifa went on Nightly Fix and she had a lot to say, basically. And her basis was saying that dancehall music corrupt and she get fight for a long time.
Stop me, hold on. Sorry. Look, Paula says the whole bottle though, I swear to God, the whole bottle. We drink off the whole bottle.
In a less than.
The kids were here for the weekend. It was stressful. We drink off call them poil. We drink off the whole bottle in a less than. But that's where we're at right now, right? The Tifa thing.
Yeah. So she was saying that dancehall music corrupt, but I agree with a lot of stuff that Tifa had to say, and then some other stuff I could not agree with because Tifa was literally there complaining, sounding bitter, and then she's throwing shade at other people that never do nothing to her. I don't know if they did something to her behind the scenes, but from an outsider looking in, they never do anything to her. So,
Tap me when you want me jump in.
so the part what get me was when she mentioned Yannick and her flying all the time, and then Naro and Ari asked her, say, then Shensia now fly, Spice now fly. She no answer at all, no word. I was like,
Shensia and Spice.
Shensia and Spice.
Two people were fly heavy.
The shade tree was tall, okay, very very tall. I'm like, Tifa, all right, like give her something to drink before she do the interview, or what?
She never seem real.
No.
The reason why I'm letting my wife go ahead before I do is because she, the whole week, she pay attention to this. I wasn't paying attention to this. I was more paying attention to the St. Lucia Bredda in Texas, Bottom Jean or Jean, his thing. That's why I said I'm gonna let her lead off because if the baby wake up and she has to go, if you never tuned into the live before, sometime our son wakes up and she has to go, right? In one titi, in one something, she gotta go. And when she goes, I'm the only one left here. So then we can start talk about my topic. So that's where we're at right now.
But the whole thing with Tifa, yes, we understand that dancehall music corrupt. We say it all the time on both of our channel. It's full of peer politics and cliques. We know that. That's one of the cons of being in the dancehall.
My crew, if you're not in my clique, if you not use my producer, them, if somebody who me know assign me, not assign you. That's
it's
how
full
it goes.
of politics and cliques. And that's one of the cons of being in dancehall music. But when you were entering dancehall music, you knew this. You knew this. So
no, really.
You can't.
Me and she don't agree on everything, people. So you're gonna hear my side in a minute.
She knew this. She knew this. Because in order for you to get keys to the door, you have to go through certain people in dancehall music. And if you don't go through those doors, then it's gonna be an issue and you're forever gonna get fight. A lot of time back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, like Khago pointed out, when Tifa get her youth view awards and Spice and Maca Diamond and Lady Star, all of them, she was not complaining. So now that you're
Pause for a minute. Conrad, big up St. Lucia, big up my whole St. Lucia family. Today, me and wifey was talking about traveling the Caribbean because there are so many other places in the world we want to go and can go, but we want to tour out the Caribbean first. So big up St. Lucia. My brother just said, please big up St. Lucia because you have a lot of fun there. Big up St. Lucia, one Caribbean family. On with it, baby. Sorry.
Yes, I track, man. I'm losing
I'm so sorry.
Train of thought. But she knew what it was from Jump Street. When she did get her award, she was not complaining. So why complain now? Yes, we understand it's sticky and it's competitive because new hot face come on the scene like Shensia and people claim that she don't have any talent and Ramesh to push our music and all that. Including you. She has talent, but do I think that she's like the it girl or she's like the face of dancehall right now? No, she's not. She has not put in enough work. She doesn't have that catalog. She doesn't have that stage presence. So
but she has that new sensation.
She has that sensation present where she knew she nice, she cute, everybody want to gravitate to her. I understand that portion. But has she solidified herself in dancehall music?
No.
To me,
Not yet.
No. So I can't give her that. So in that sense, I agree with Tifa, but that's neither here nor there. Tifa is a really, really good artist. She make really good music. She make really good music. So to hear her complaining so much is very, very weird to me because she wasn't complaining back in the day. So why complain now? things that get hard. Look on Spice. Spice signed to VP Record for 10 years. Spice said they literally do nothing for her. Nothing. And Spice still to push her career. She's still pushing out music. She's still touring. And you don't hear Spice complaining. So why are you complaining? And Spice has been in the industry way longer than Tifa. Look back in the day how Tifa used to get our sponsorship on the TVJ commercial, CVM commercial.
I'm gonna hit it from the
What's
angle.
the issue now?
I'm gonna hit it from the angle.
Okay, tag.
I'm gonna hit it from the angle. Watch this. So the Bredda in Khago, right? Big up to Khago. People, if you've not gotten Khago's gospel album, go get it. It's bad. And I'm gonna do a full review upon the album there. But big up Khago. Khago and Tifa in our things. Because Khago said some things yesterday. Now today, Khago said even more things that was funny as ever to me. Me have to laugh. But here what? Him not lie. He wasn't lying. And half of what Baby just said just now, she wasn't lying either. Jamaican dancehall reggae music, our music fraternity, our music business side is
very corrupt.
It's corrupted. It's deeply corrupted. So Tifa, no, she's feeling the pain, no. But what Khago said yesterday is really true. Khago said, Tifa, when you go up there and take your award, you see, in a year where you never have a hit song, and people like Spice did a run the place, and people like Maka Diamond did a die, and you're not Lady Saw, you never mentioned not one of them. You went up there and you took your award proudly as if you were the it of the moment, when in truth you weren't. So now, when it reached you, and a subscriber said yesterday, look, them give about 3 to 5 years, then them shelf you. Okay? And every entertainer needs to understand that. We know it feels good in the first and second year, like you're going to have this for life.
Longevity.
But it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Even the hottest of the hottest get shelved at some point. So Tifa right now is going through her shelved mood.
Yeah.
And she up on the shelf and she don't like it.
Yeah.
And at that Khago said, and on my words, a Khago said that. So big up Khago again. Khago said that. Khago said she gets shelf right now. She don't like it. Him said, Tifa, why did they when me a ball? Why did they when me that ball out? I said, you know, yo, sometime when Khago did a ball, me used to call in my wife and I said, babe, come look on this. Oh God. That's why when Khago said SouFLoTV a go-go dancer and him a dancer go-go club, I said, babe.
We were together when that video dropped and we were dying.
And I said, babe, you know what? I'm gonna use this because I know how this business goes. I'm gonna use this, right? And I'm gonna make it work for Khago because I want to see Khago go further. I actually jump on, make my own video and say, yes, me a go dance and all these things. Even the star out of Jamaica call me, want to interview. Alright?
Facts.
Want to interview.
Say how you managing go
how
dancing on YouTube plus being a therapist.
See that.
What?
So we know how this business goes. It's crazy. It's crazy. And Khago never talk nothing but truth. But Tifa also never talk nothing but truth.
Yeah.
Then beat her bad, you know?
Then do her bad, honestly. But some of the things I don't agree with and some of the things I definitely agree with.
When she trying to show shade though at people like
Spice and Shensia,
she needs to go look at collaboration.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Honestly.
Yeah, don't show the shade. Go look at collaboration.
Yeah, not only that, there's not enough female dancer artists in that fraternity that's upfront doing them thing, have them foot on the people them neck as far as dancehall music is concerned. So why try fight or dim one next dancehall artist light? It's not gonna make yours any brighter. So it is what it is. Like you said, babe, go collaborate with one of them.
Go humble yourself and beg for your collaboration if you have to.
Yeah, look on the song with Spice and the Angel do.
Yeah.
It was the summer song.
Yeah. When I know
worries. Yeah.
Don't worry about
anything.
gotta
Like,
deal with.
yeah.
True,
So look,
true.
look at collaboration. See if the females in dancehall can actually unite. If we had you talked about this already. If we had an all-female dancehall stage show, it would be jam-packed.
Actually did a video on that, and I said it's time for woman power, because in Jamaica, where we so claim, man said man on man, and everybody said fire for that, burn that, right? You see two girls a kiss up and tongue kiss, and man say, "Ray, me like that." I say, all right, a time for the female them come out and show them power with no homosexual thing behind it. Meaning, every time I go to a stage show, what I see is 95 to 99% men, which makes me think to myself, where are the women in dance hall and reggae music? No woman can sing. No woman can do reggae music or dance hall music. Eh? So how about we do a show then where a bare female artist on it? Because right now most of the shows is just bare dancer or bare man on it. Even in the dance hall arena, when you go in there, no man you see a dance with man. Man in the video light, you know. And when the women come in the video light, they get jumped on like a man a stand up on her back, literally. Or flip her around, run gone with her. And you have to hold your breath like, oh my God, I broke her neck. Or something.
Something bad will happen.
Yeah. So where are the females in this? The well-respected females. Me want to see one all-female dancehall show. Dancehall reggae music show. Where just be a woman there for the night. That's what me want to see.
Just put it on and we endorse it.
Yeah, we will endorse it and we will attend it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was talking about. I did a video like that on the channel before. But not straying from the main topic though. Tifa said a lot of truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're passionate. I'm not gonna beat my sister. Sometimes you're passionate, so passionate about things that you step over the boundary a little bit and say some things that
you're not supposed
to. You feel like you want to take back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she never lied.
Yeah.
She tell the truth.
Yeah.
Within corrupted deeply. There are a lot of people that are paying people to not play people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are paying to get their stuff played. And there are, I just saw we things set. The same way how we go to the road and police pull you over in a Jamaica and before them tell us, say, yo, we pull over because you had speed and your backlight out. The first thing them say is, let off a thing and go about your way. And our thing is just deeply corrupted.
Yeah. We're
missing all the calls.
Can your phone depend silent?
Just look like my mother number. I think more answer. 32121. I'm afraid. I left that one there. That's next number.
Make your mother.
Listen, people, me a big man here. But my mother and my grandmother, me don't play with them too there. That's your fellow.
And then I had to drop in this portion with the whole Netflix interview with Naro and Ari trying to share JA Radio TV. Big up JA Radio TV.
Big up JA Radio TV.
Big up to Wiz and Shock. They're the only, literally, they're the only vlogger, other vlogger on YouTube. Me watch that's facts. Yeah. Okay? Me not subscribe to no other else vlogger. Me not watch them things. But big up to JA Radio TV. When Naro and Ari literally did it, they try to share JA Radio TV. Even weeks after their whole interaction and them whole liquor back and forth done, I was like, damn, they're shady. Okay? Naro said, because the whole thing with Massacre and Massacre getting that interview, JA Radio TV and a bunch of other vloggers do the video say it make them feel proud because Massacre actually handled himself well in an interview.
Oh man, yes he did.
I
did it.
Yeah, in a sound done, sound like in the stumble upon his word and go drop on his face and bust him out. He did his interview very well. And them Nightly Fix or the Fix podcast, whatever they want to name now, say JA Radio TV.
Wait, baby, you just show shade, you know? Whatever they want to name now.
Well, the
tree, Almighty.
The tree is right there for everybody to plant. But anyways,
the shade.
And Nightly Fix, me know what them as, but people have been correcting me.
Big up Nightly Fix.
Big up to Nightly Fix. People have been correcting me and I say the Nightly Fix their name anymore and blah blah blah. And Nightly Fix, me know what them as.
Yeah, true.
So that's what me got call them
The
as
Fix.
the Fix podcast.
Nice.
There goes Kai. But all of that wasn't unnecessary because them whole back and forth done weeks ago. Naro said
Finish up that when we get to
that is a real achievement. I'm like, what? I mean, know enough people when they watch that interview that never pick up on that type of shade that they threw in that interview. I'm like, gotcha. And them do it very sneakily and easily. I was like, ooh, okay. But them do them thing and them do them thing their way. If it benefit them, do it. Radio TV said bless up humble care for me can't read that one yeah. But yeah, Tifa said a lot of truth in our interview and some of the things I agree with, some of them me agree with. It is what it is. I just saw it go. Everybody welcome to their opinions and their thoughts. Hi. Hi. Hi, Kai. Yala. You ready? Yeah? Yeah, pass me.
You ready for mommy?
Pass it. Yeah. Tell the people I'm hi.
No one just look up and you put it in the bright side.
Hush. Say hi. Say hi, Papa. Alright.
Can I take care of you?
I am. Moving out of here is another story.
Give me a second.
What's your comments?
Alright. Alright. So where are we at? We left off at the Tifa drama.
Yeah, you can segue into the
Alright, so that was enough for the Tifa drama for this evening. We're going to segue. Actually, we have 3 more minutes for the Tifa drama. It's supposed to be a 30-minute show. The show is going to get very interesting in a few minutes, right? So we talk about things that are fun and funny, and then we talk about things that are real, that affects all of us, regardless of where we're at. The next thing we're going to talk about is the St. Lucia Bredda in Texas. Bottom, Jean, or Jean. All right, we're segueing into that right now. I'm going to read out a few comments as soon as this computer pull them back up. And then we're going to keep moving. So, let me see. Let me shout out a few people real quick. Humble Calf say, yes, I was like, why? Smiley face, smiley. JA Raider TV in the building. JA Raider TV, big up for the cell. Yo, actually tonight, I want to see a rum talk. No rum. Them probably not going to hear me, you know. JA Raider TV, is there going to be a rum talk tonight? People are gonna never know me type like secretary, you know. Cause they send me to a good school. Plus when I'm at work, I type patient notes all day. But anyway, big up JA Raider TV, them there. Somebody said, oh, the baby. Yeah, man, we have to cater to the baby, them, you know. People, we're going to segue right now into this. The St. Lucia brother that was killed in Texas in his apartment, Bottom John. They say Jean. And I have a lot of Haitian friends from high school, junior high school. I grew up in Miami, Florida, even though Jamaica I come from. And they pronounce Jean, Jean, as Jean. So if you hear me sometimes say Jean and sometimes say Jean, and you hear the media says Jean or John, are the same person we are talking about. All right? Now, I hope you saw the video that I put up today, because on that video, I showed you video footage going down the hallway of where this brother lived, right? And in that video, you can see that there is no possible way. I don't care if you got off on the wrong floor. There is no possible way that you would have actually mistaken that door for your door. For one, it's electronically opened, but she already go around that by saying, well, it was open when I got there. All right, what about the big red mat at the door? You thought that was your door? Who placed a big red welcome mat at your door for you? Next thing, if I walk into your house, even if we live in the same apartment building and every door look the same, I guarantee you that we all set up our house different ways. I might walk into your front door, right? And as soon as I walk in there, I bump into a table and I'm going to say, Rod, son of my apartment, me never put my dining table, yeah, so close to the front door. There are things set up differently in there that will catch the visual. If it was light enough in there for her to see a silhouette of a human being, it was light enough in there for her to see furnitures out of place that would never been in her place. You understand? So where we stand now with this, more of the people understand a couple of things. You see, a lot of us, when we leave our homeland, birthland, and we come overseas to other countries, enough people make it seem like it's all glory, but they cut out the guts part. It's guts and glory. Yeah? Some of us come and we lose our way. Yes. But a lot of us come and we suffer in order to make it. Look at this brother. 26 years old. 26 years old. The man come, achieving bachelor's. He's working as an analyst, a top accountant at a big name firm. And this woman find her way. You mean to tell me, though I can't wrap my head around this because I'm a father. So I'm thinking, you mean to tell me that she actually literally, this is your excuse? Oh, I was in the wrong place. And I thought it was my apartment and I shot the person because I thought I was being invaded or robbed. And that's your excuse. You shoot someone in their own place. This brother wasn't out getting drunk and belligerent in public. He wasn't out robbing anybody. He wasn't the type to wear his pants off his ass and can't speak a lick of English or mastery of the English language, because you know, a lot of our kinds can do all that. We see them all the time. And there are a lot of our women that love those kind. Yeah? In and out of prisons, revolving door, jails, revolving doors. No type of education beyond junior high school. A little bit of high school maybe, and then dropped out. Thinks making fast money on the street selling drugs is the way. This brother fell into none of that. A 26-year-old with a bachelor's degree and 4 years into his position at a large firm in Texas, and he's not even from the USA. That alone is an achievement. Come on now. So this is somebody that you think was gonna go rob somebody's apartment, and look how he lost his life. So when we up here say, please pray for us back home, it's no joke thing. We here trying to make life. This brother resonates with me in all kinds of ways, man. But this story keeps on taking a twist and a twist and a twist till it twists up till we can't recognize it no more. The video I put up today, I talk about, listen, I talked about how they are, please go watch the video that I put up today, because I might not be able to go into that much details now, because I might forget. In case you're just tuning in, I told y'all before that I drank the whole bottle of wine before I did this, okay? It was a long weekend and stressful weekend. I had my kids, they're spoiled. My kids are spoiled. My kids get everything, and they're draining, okay? And we had a long weekend. But anyway, this brother right here is the epitome of what we call success. leaving our birthland, homeland, to come to a foreign land and take advantage of every opportunity they give us. Yeah? And he did that. And you mean to tell me that he lost his life at the safest place? You know how we say, yeah, that's why I mean a party, you know, me just stay home. He lost his life at the safest place you could ever think of. Inside his apartment, at home. They say that it's a proven fact that he was in bed. The man didn't in bed. There are a lot of people out there that are saying, let me correct some misinformation, please. I released another video earlier during the week, but you might have missed it because you're busy. Let me correct that for you. He don't know the girl. He never knew her. The picture that you see that they're saying it was them, it's not them. It's not the girl and it's not him. Okay? Someone took that picture, put it on social media, and this is the power of social media. This is the power of social. Someone took the picture, they put it on social media, they said that's him and him noir. And they were in a relationship. They weren't. They don't know each other. They had no dealings. He lives one floor above hers. He lived on the 4th floor. She lived on the 3rd floor. You make a mistake and end up up on the 4th floor. Yeah? And end up at this man's door. Okay, so the door was open. Another thing I'm going to show you is how they're trying to criminalize this brother, because in order for them to crucify you, they must first do what? I want to see it in the comment section. In order for them to criminalize you, they must first do what to you? They must first, thank you. Tom, thank you. They must first discredit you. They must first, see that? Ruthless, wait there, let me pull this back. This person right here. Restless native. They must first demonize you. In order for them to criminalize you, they must first demonize you. They did the same thing in Jamaica to Vibes Cartel them. In order for them to make you feel like it was okay to give Cartel 35 years, they had to have Owen Ellington, the commissioner of police, first come out and say he's responsible for hundreds of murders across the island. The leader of a gang that's responsible for hundreds of murders across the island. Do you know how many Jamaicans that are not into social media, especially then compared to now? And they get all their information from the news. Them say, yes, man, the commissioner of police attack a truth him a tell. A old demon, lock him up. 35, that's not enough. Give him 35 more. Same thing they're doing for this brother right now. So the story that came out recently is that they found a portion of weed in his apartment, left out openly on the counter, on the kitchen counter, openly left out like that. So I said to myself, I'm saying, yo, hold on. So the case they're building now is that what? She said the door was open when they got there. Let's not talk about the 2 witnesses that actually have a go and watch the video I put up, because I put the videos in there of her walking around frantically on the phone in her uniform at the door after she shot him. So go watch the video. So the case they're laying out now is that this. Let me walk you through the case. And that's why the video said, I think she can beat this case. Watch this. I came home. I went to the wrong floor. I was dead tired. I worked a long day. I thought it was my door. I didn't even see the red mat. My door was already open. As an officer, I'm trained to pull my weapon. So I pulled my weapon. I went in because my door was already open, and I saw a silhouette of a big individual. I yelled a command. Put your hands up. He did not comply. I felt like I was in danger. I fired twice. Bow, bow. Simple as that. And they want to erase that for this 26-year-old that has done so much with his young life. You know how much 26-year-old waste people out there of all races? Huh? And this 26-year-old has achieved more than some 40, 50-year-old that I know. Yeah? And this is how he must go. A young black man's plight in America. And nobody want to act like, nobody want to talk about it to the extent that it really goes. Now they're trying to demonize him and saying that all this marijuana was found on the kitchen counter. The case they're trying to build, listen to SouFLoTV, them I try to build one case where say he's from the Caribbean. They all smoke weed. It's a part of their culture. They're into that Bob Marley, One Love, reggae music, red, green, and gold stuff. So it's no surprise we found that marijuana on his counter. I don't believe their autopsy when it come back. I don't want to hear their autopsy results because they're going to say, yes, it was found in his system. And everybody that knows him is going to say he's not that type. He don't smoke weed. He never would. So you're going to tell me, oh, he sat home and smoked all this ganja by himself every time. Not one friend ever seen him burn. For those of us who have, we know people say we do it. We do it as a social event as well as do it personally. If we do it or are doing it. Yeah. So the case they're trying to build now is that he got so high, he forgot to lock his door. His door was left open. She came home late and tired from work. Becky was so good. This is American royalty. Little white girl gave her life to serving her community. Police officer. She could have been anything else, but she chose to put the uniform and the shield on and go out there and face the bad guy. And she had a long day at work and she was tired and she came home. Her bulletproof vest was in one hand because she felt safe. And when she pushed her door because it was open, she drew her weapon. And this guy who was high and left his door open, that's the case. That's what they're trying to paint right now. That picture right there. Now, the sad part about this is there are black people. Oh man, I feel sorry for my people because you will always find a few that's ready and willing to sell the masses of us. Yeah? For pennies. Listen. Gaza Dive Boss says that is a makeup. Yes, it is. No doubt a makeup story. My theory is that she left that weed in there because she was the one that was high. She was so damn high, she went to the wrong floor. Me, I used to burn weed. Let me show you something. I used to burn weed hard back in my day, right? When I was much younger, I'm talking about like 18, 17, 18, 19, 20. Burn the weed. I used to live in an apartment complex in Miami, right? Go outside, went to the pool because it had a pool in there and it was a gated community. My mother always make sure we live in our good communities. I don't know what it's like to live in no ghetto, no projects. I never had that lifestyle. From Jamaica to the US, I've always lived good. So I could put that out there too. I'm big up to the people who came before us and made sure we had something. That's why we feel the need to give something back now. I know what it feels like to actually go outside in the own place that I live, burn a good spliff, and can't find my way back to my apartment, a place that I live, walk around it every day. So this girl now go burn some good herb after work, end up in the wrong place, and here are the neighbors saying they heard, "Let me in, let me in." Why are you yelling, "Let me in" to someone that you don't know? She was probably yelling, "Let me in." This is my answer. She was probably yelling, "Let me in," to trick him, to make him think she was in danger outside. Oh my God, let me in, let me in, let me in. Like that. And he said, oh shit, she's in danger. That's my neighbor from downstairs. Open his door to let her in. Bow, bow. She probably pulled the gun and he said, what the fuck are you doing? What happened? What? And he's backing up. So police reports are that ballistic evidence proves that part of her story is right. Yeah, I could tell a story too. He was backing up after he let her in to help her. You know, some gal take up some man with beat them, kick them all over the place. He probably thought she was in danger. Yeah, I'm gonna hide her in here real quick. Why is she knocking on my door? I don't know. Gun come out. I'm backing up. Oh shit, what are you doing? What happened? What's going on? Bow, bow, fired on him in his own place. And she swears right now that she still thinks it was only after she shot him, then turned on all the lights, she realized she was in the wrong apartment. Lies you tell. Lies you tell. And anybody that believes that is a wicked person. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, green. If you believe that, you're wicked. And what you're doing is you're setting up us to be killed in the same manner later on, and them to be able to refer to this case and get away with it. Straight up. Adataguan. That's what's going on. Wickedness. There is no way that this lady walked into this man's place. People were walking at people's house already in the same building that I lived in. Right? And as soon as I walk in there, you know it's not yours, even if it's dark as hell. Because furniture arrangements are different. Smell is different. Everything is different. The way they arrange their furniture will cause the view to be different. That the big old plant that way you have over by the sliding door block all the light from coming in. I know from walking into my apartment many nights, I have nothing blocking my sliding door. A murder. Murder. That's what that was. She murdered that man. And I don't know the reason behind why she murdered that man. But again, we live in a world where social media controls everything. And they're able to do stuff like put out a whole bunch of fake information all the time to where people are confused after a while as to what to believe. That's why there are people out here that are saying, yo, SouFlo, get the story straight, man, because I see pictures out here of them together. And my throat's starting to get dry, telling people the pictures you're seeing is not them. It's been proven it's not her and it's not him. Some agent found a picture of a black man and a white woman that looked remotely close to them and put it out there to cause confusion. Who was she bailed out by? Go ask yourself that. Who paid her bail? Yo, I would much rather sit and talk about dancehall music and all the laba laba and being the man, but there are some issues that's going on around us that we cannot. And I pray, and I say this today: if anything ever happens to me, I hope that the 100 and something thousand people, subscribers on SouFLoTV, actually step up and say, nope, we don't believe it and we're not buying it. That's not him. He spoke to us for a long time, many times, over and over. Nope, gonna set him up. Please do. Because this is real. This is real. This is the life we live. $300,000 bond. Let that sink in for a minute. And you know, if you're set on $300,000 bond, they paid a percentage of it and you get out. For her, I think the percentage was $30,000. We don't know nobody who will have $30,000 just sit down that they can just throw at a problem right now. Thank you, Restless Native. 30. Exactly. $30,000. 30,000 US dollars cash. Got her out. Same day she went in, pretty much. Or next day, whichever. And it was from a police organization. So what does that tell you? If they thought their officer was guilty, they would have never paid that high bail for her to come out. And then got her a good lawyer that was able to sit her down and switch her story so much that now they have 2 different stories, actually 3 different stories documented. Well, one said you went into the apartment. Well, another one said the door wasn't open, he answered it. Well, there's another one that said that's how it goes for us. That's how it goes for us. Yeah, Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony killed her damn child. And now the funny shit is, pardon my language, but the funny thing is now her parents are coming out getting rich off a documentary, and her dad and mom are saying now that we actually really believe that there's more of a sinister plot. They never came out and said, yep, I think Casey really killed our grandchild. Nope. They're now coming out and saying we actually believe there's more of a sinister plot to this than what went on in the other trials. But that's way beyond the point. Double jeopardy. You can't try me for the same thing twice. You tried me for murder. I got away. After I get away, I could actually say, yep, I killed his ass. Yeah, and you can't try me again. I went through the court system. This is the law. That's why I tell my brothers and sisters, study the law in the land in which you live and know your rights. But Bottom Jean, this wouldn't have saved him, no matter how much he knew his rights. I could just imagine wanting to be a helpful love. The brother, a praise and worship leader, you know, at the local church. Yeah, we know about pastors and people in a church that's deceptive and whatever. But anybody that knew this guy, and so many people testified, including people that lived in the building that he lived, elders that he never hung out with, but he just talked to them, have conversations with them. And they would tell you, man, he had the biggest smile you would ever see. He was such a promising individual. He never had parties. He never had a lot of people over. He never caused any disruption in his building. 26. I'm in a married girl in my house. Better broke down, nice and make. No, not this brother. They never saw any trail of any people. My friends coming over. We drinking tonight before we even go out to the club. He never did any of that. He never had any of that. He was on LinkedIn. And if you go on LinkedIn and read his stuff, the brother was like another 20 years ahead of his age in maturity. The things he wrote on there, what he was trying to accomplish with life and all that. The system is with her. Tia Lawrence, you know it. They're with her 100%. And they're going to make sure that she gets the minimum if she gets anything at all. D says, do you think they are going to pay the money for nothing? They will fix what them want. And that's a fact. Jam Vibes 876. Manners and respect. I'm here. How are you? Jan Extraordinary said, I think they had a relationship and she killed him out of an argument. No, stop believing that. They didn't have no relationship. That's one of the angles that they wanted to use to confuse the masses. They had no damn relationship. They did not know each other. Okay? They did not know each other. I don't think a woman's going to take rejection to the point where she's going to come kick your door in. Let me in, and you've never been in that apartment before. that doesn't sit well either. We're winding down to the last 5 minutes of the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the screen people's comments, and I'm going to respond to those as we go along. Anything you want to ask SouFLoTV right now in this last 5 minutes, go ahead. Put it in the comment section because I'm reading the comment section. They search and place and plant weed. Yes, and I think the weed belongs to the police officer that shot him. She shoot the man because she did hide the Ross. Went to the wrong door. Bang up him door. He thought, I don't know, she's so high, probably hallucinating. He thought she needed help open his door and open this door to his death. From now on, let me tell y'all something. Don't open the door for nobody. Use your phone from inside. If them need help, call 911 for them. Okay? Don't open the door for nobody. This says it looks like the jeans versus the police now, Simeon Charles said. And you know who's going to win, right? The jeans versus the police. You know who's going to win, right? Cornell Dice says Masons run the judicial system. That's why I think they helping her. Yeah. But I'll touch upon that one because I know a little bit more than I'm willing to say here now. But I'm going to say you can leave Masons out of it. That's what I'm going to say. This is something else. SouFLo, please pronounce the name correct. It is John, like Sean. Like I've said before, see, people pick on, oh man. I don't want to ignore you because I could, but apparently you tuned in late. I grew up in Florida, right? Me a Jamaica, I can't chat pato all day. I grew up in Jamaica too. But I grew up in Florida. I grew up in Florida. I was raised in Florida, mostly, mainly. In between Florida and Jamaica, but Florida mainly. And I have a lot of Haitian friends. So in this beginning of this video, I told you that Jean, which is Jean, they would say Jean. Jean Saint Pierre. Jean. So you're here now telling me, please pronounce the name correctly. What does it matter if my pronunciation is off? That's not the main topic of tonight. Stop being stuck on minute details and pay attention to the big picture. Some people are going to say Jean because Jean spells Jean. It's not my business that you want to pronounce Jean as Jean and you're holding me like pronounce it right. Shit. I was schooled in the English language. I look at the shit, I say Jean, Jean. But I understand how the Jean comes in. All right? So no disrespect, Mimi Frank. No disrespect. But Jean, John, it's the same thing. All right? Big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Wagwan yasa. Is more protesting needed? SouFLo. Sherry said is more protesting needed. Hell no. Nat Turner. No protesting is needed. I'm not trying to tell nobody to go out there and do nothing. I'm just saying your protest is not going to change anything. Okay? You're living within a system that is geared towards a certain agenda, and your protest is not going to do anything. We have literally 1 minute left. Protest equals begging, and I am right along with that. Ramakan, big up yourself. Protest is useless, and I am right along with that as well. We have 55 minutes or 55 seconds left. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Big up on yourself. We have to cut it short right here, and we're going to. We have about 35 seconds left. It really doesn't matter what her story is or what the truth is. She take an innocent person's life, and she must be prosecuted. Nicola Williams, I wish it was that dry cut. But who we call innocent is someone that they can make look very guilty. All right? Let that sink in. Big up my brothers and sisters out there, man. Big up on yourself. Love, manners, and respect every time. Go watch the video I put up today. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm out. Peace.